how do you begin to fix your molecular health? So molecular health is stage 1 of modern endocrine's 10 stages to ultimate health. So a lot of you may be thinking like, well, can you fix your molecular health? Can you fix your genes? Can you fix damage that's already there? And the answer to that is yes. So you can. A lot of molecular health, the issue with it is, again, inflammation. So I've talked about this for years now, but inflammation is the root cause of disease and ultimately death. Inflammation and lack of oxygen. So when you have a lot of inflammation and you have sick cells and sick cell membranes, then we need to work on fixing that. So we need to start lowering inflammation in every way that we can. So we can attack it from a lot of different ways, right? So nutrition, sleep, light, all the other stages that modern endocrine talks about as far as ultimate health, these are all things that help with inflammation. So your gut, your micronutrients, your hormones, your nutrition, movement, light, sleep, stress, relationships, all these things are what are going to help at this cellular level. And so really working on all those things are going to help. But the other thing that we need to do while we're trying to lower stress is we need to make sure that we're giving our body what we need as far as a micronutrient standpoint for those cell membranes to work. So good phospholipids. And we also need to make sure that our cells are able to detoxify and get rid of things, okay? So there's peptides that we use for this. There's just lifestyle changes that we use for this. You can do things like IV therapy or oral therapy, things like glutathione, NAC, NAD. You can do ozone therapy, which helps with inflammation. There's a ton of things you can do. But just know that as we lower our inflammation, then we also are going to broaden our immune system, hopefully by nutrition and improving our diet. And as you broaden your immune system and let your immune system take some time away from all the inflammation it was fighting before. So when you have chronic inflammation, your immune system is spending a lot of its time and energy trying to figure out why you're so inflamed. So it's floating around your gut and it's looking around and it's saying, okay, what is causing all this inflammation? Let's try to fix it. When you get rid of some of that inflammation, your immune system can actually function on the rest of your body. So let's say that we've got viruses or bacteria that are replicating, it's going to be able to go find those. God forbid we have cells that are mutating, right? So you have cells that are misfolding proteins and mutating and becoming cancerous. Your immune system's going to have more bandwidth and more energy to realize, oh my gosh, that cell doesn't look like a square anymore. Now it looks like a rectangle. Like, what is going on? Something's being misfolded or made incorrectly. Let me go tag it and let me have somebody come and eat it and get rid of it, because we don't want misshapen cells. We don't want misfolded proteins. We don't want things like that, because that ultimately leads to cancer. And so you can fix cellular health and from just fixing inflammation, right? And all these cells at a cellular level, your immune cells, your gut cells, they need membranes that are healthy so that they can actually function. Because again, your mitochondria, the membrane of the mitochondria, this is what provides the energy for the cell to do its work. So if those are sick, then this immune cell that's floating around that's supposed to be, killing cancer, or your stomach cell that's supposed to be absorbing micronutrients, or, your muscle cell that's supposed to be bringing protein in and making muscle, they can't work as well because they can't even make energy in the form of ATP. So there are lots of ways that you can improve cellular health. And again, a lot of them are focusing on steps 2 through 10 of modern endocrine's ultimate health, but we can improve cell health no matter how bad it is.